Hello friends, it's Will. We have deep snow here in Sweden, and I wanted to talk about something that occurs to me in the depths of winter, and that is often when you're at an event or you're in a job, you're in a social gathering, you worry what other people are thinking of you, of what you're saying, how you look, of how you appear to be doing in life. And the honest truth is that if everybody's thinking that way, then everybody's kind of worrying about other people's perception of them. They're not really focused on you. They're focused on themselves, as are you, as am I, as is everyone. It's a human trait, and it's quite liberating, I think, once you realize it. The pressure is off, and you can kind of be your true self, your authentic self, because nobody really cares what you're doing or how you're doing. It's their inner monologue is, how am I being perceived right now? And that's very liberating. You can kind of just let it all go and do what you actually genuinely enjoy doing and be who you want to be in life. This is one of the reasons why we moved to a forest and lived off grid. And we did that 16 years ago. And I was in a career in London. Everybody thought I was crazy to be leaving to go and live in the middle of nowhere in a cold Nordic forest. But that was my personal truth. That's what I knew was good for my soul and was good for my creativity, our family life. So I think once it lands with you, once you figure out that nobody's really focused on you like you think they are, they're focused on themselves, it releases you to be relaxed, to be authentic. And this is something that's good for writers and any creatives. It's good for anyone, but especially writers. You stop worrying about critics and stop worrying about what other people think of your work, and you realize that the piece that you want to write, that's in your heart, that has to get out, that's the only thing that's worth writing. It doesn't really matter if anybody else likes it. Fundamentally, life is short, and other people are worried about how their bookshelves appear to people when they visit their house and things like that. So to sit down and just write the story you want to write, that you need to write, is a wonderfully freeing realization. It's kind of the opposite of being a teenager. When you're a teenager, you're obsessed with how people feel about you, if you're liked, if you're respected. It's normal teenage stuff. And as you get older, I think if you're lucky, you feel a sense of liberation from that constraint. Nobody's worrying about how you're doing, how you're looking, how you're appearing to be. They're thinking about how they're doing. So you can just loosen up.